G'day and welcome back to another Dbz Dokkan battle video. In this video we're going to talk about the best stage to link level. We're going to talk about the best stage to auto link level, and we're going to talk about the best stage to manually link level. So previously in my link leveling videos I have discussed in section 28 there is section 28.2, which was the best stage to auto link level, and 28.6, which was the best stage to manually link level. Both of these were stages I was using quite frequently. Obviously, if you can always try to manually link level, you generally do get a lot of better options. But now with the new stages, you actually might find that the auto link leveling is the most consistent. So here, you used to get 3 fights for your auto link leveling stage. You could auto map, auto battle, and you would get 3 guaranteed fights, which is pretty good, especially at such a high stamina cost. This has been dramatically improved, which is great in a couple ways, but this has been dramatically improved. Now, obviously, we also had the manual stage. The manual stage was very similar. You had a max of 5 fights. Generally speaking, you could get all 5, but most of the time I would usually get around 4 fights, as the final enemies are actually a little bit difficult to place with the tiles that you receive. Between the last 2 enemies there, you basically need a guaranteed 2 or 3, depending on where the enemy is located, and that can be a little bit tricky to get. So that was obviously a problem. Then, now with 28 or Area 29, you've had your options improved quite substantially. So from an auto battling point of view, the best stage will be stage 3. And from a manual point of view, the best stage will be stage 4. These are now the best link leveling stages, at least for me. Stage 3 I definitely find to be the best stage. So you have 4 guaranteed fights, which is obviously pretty huge. Compared to 28.2, where you only had 3 guaranteed fights, here you have 4 guaranteed fights. And this is auto battling, so auto mapping, auto battling. You can just flick it on, start the stage, and it will immediately fight every single enemy. So that's pretty good, I want to say, overall. 4 fights at 25 stamina is really solid when you consider how good you are to link level. So if you're using 28.2 like me before, you're basically getting an extra fight for the same amount of stamina, which is very good. It's like very solid. So for me personally, I think that's a huge upgrade. It's a 33% upgrade on the previous stage. It's a whole extra opportunity to have your link leveling done, which is fantastic. If you're someone who's into link leveling, anytime you get an upgrade, it's always something that's really cool. It will increase the speed at which you link level. It will obviously make your stamina more worthwhile. It just makes things a lot better to kind of grind out. So anytime you get an upgrade like this is awesome. Plus you get the added bonus of getting green incredible gems from 28.3, which I think is pretty high value. As you can see, the auto mapping took us straight to the next enemy. It does that every single time. It will never take you straight to the end. So pretty decent, honestly speaking. Now from a manual perspective, let's say you're sitting on the toilet, maybe you're chilling on the couch, maybe you're like kind of listening to something, or you have a couple minutes to burn, and maybe you want to more accurately link level, maybe you want to more efficiently use your stamina. This stage is going to be a lot better for you. So this stage has a max capability of 6 fights, very similarly to the 28.6 stage. This stage is also quite friendly in construction until you get to the last 2 enemies. So generally I would find myself having 5 fights instead of 6. I think I ran this stage around 6 times, in total 6 or 7 times, and I got 5 fights 4 times, and I got all 6 fights 3 times. So it's not a huge disparity, but it's not guaranteed to get all 6 fights every single time. And it's because of the positioning between the final 2 enemies. You don't have a lot of wiggle room between them, so you have to make sure you have the correct tiles. when you arrive. So yeah, overall, obviously just pretty decent stuff, I would say. For the most part, I think a lot of players who are into trying to maximize their stamina or maybe take advantage of their stamina, this stage is where you're going to be able to do so, because you are going to have those options to really maximize how many fights you do. You're going to have those options to really kind of just do better, I want to say, which is obviously great, and a lot of players will appreciate that. But I think in general, it's a pretty simple concept, you know? So yeah, overall, I would say the manual stage is pretty good. You also have the added bonus of farming some blue gems while you do so. But I would say that I do the manual stages with my boosts, and then I auto with the remainder of my stamina. That's how I always do it. I just find that I get better value for it, and it doesn't take me too long to manually do them. So for me, it's just a lot better. But yeah, so that's it. So to cut a long story short, if you're wondering what are the best stages, well, 29.3, 29.3 is the best auto stage, and 29.4 is now the best manual stage. So good luck link leveling, and I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care, stay safe, and bye.